In this video, we will work on an example of one-sample t-test. The one-sample t-test is used to determine whether the sample mean is statistically different from a known or hypothesized population mean. You will ask, what is population mean? For example, an average 12-year-old boy height is 149 cm. There's no way to measure every boy's height. So this number may come from a survey. Random samples of 12-year-old boy height will be collected from random locations. Each location will generate a sample mean. The average of the sample means will be very close to population mean, so it is called hypothesized population mean. Height is a numerical continuous data, as we explained in the first video. Therefore, here comes the most important information. When we want to test if a mean of a sample is different from a fixed number, we will use one-sample t-test. I have measured all 12-year-old boys' height in my classroom and saved the data into an Excel sheet. I wonder if the mean height of the boys is statistically different from the population mean. Let's go to SAS OnDemand for academics to perform the analysis. Log in the SAS OnDemand page. Once you sign up a SAS OnDemand, you have saved a small space or folder in SAS server. For yourself, it can save your datasets and the program. Now open the Sas Studio Interface. I have created this height data in Excel, so we can use it to bring to Sas Studio to do analysis. In this Sas Studio Interface, on left side is Data folder and Task menu. There are three menus we will use. Server file folder. Tasks has a lot of statistical method to choose. And the library maybe we'll use later. I like to create a custom folder to save our dataset. How to do that? Right-click on File, go to New, then Folder. In here, I name my folder Research. Now I have my research folder created. I will read my height data into the system. Click on our research folder and make sure it's highlighted. And then click on this Upload key. The Upload window will pop up. Choose the height data. Open and Upload. Now the Excel data loaded into research folder. It is still an Excel dataset. We need to import into SAS system a SAS dataset before we can do any analysis. Right-click on the data and import. You can see a bunch of code generated in the bottom right side corner. Even the code generated, SAS did nothing yet. We have to click on this running person to let SAS execute. Now the height data has been imported into SAS system as work.import. Work is the folder name and the import is the data name. We are ready for the analysis. Go to the Task menu. Double-click on t-test. A new analysis window popped up. First, choose the data for analysis. In here, we choose, under the work folder, we choose import. So we will choose the variable, which is height. You see a bunch of code generated again. We will click on Options now. We will use two-tailed t-test for our case. We want to test if the mean height of these boys is same as the national average, not 0. So the alternative hypothesis should be 149. The normality test is to test if my data is normally distributed. If it's not, I have to use the non-parametric test, which is sign test. Keep the plot as default. Again, there are a bunch of code generated. we have to click on this little running person to execute the code. Let the program to do analysis for us. Here are the results. The first is normality test. If those p-values are larger than 0.05, which means my data is normally distributed. Now look at our results. There are 16 observations. The mean is 141.2. And the t-value is negative 1.43. And the p-value is 0.1727, which is larger than 0.05. So there's no statistical difference between my boys and the national average. This gives us a histogram and others. Now we can download our results to an RTF file, which is one kind of Word file. And we can make the report. Now go to the download folder to open this RTF file. We can use those table or numbers to create our report.
Your results could be written like this. The first paragraph describes your data, how many subjects, what's the average and standard deviation. The second paragraph, you tell people your statistical results and report your t-value and the p-value. Okay, this is for today. I will see you in next video.